8 major corporations have replaced thousands of middle managers with AI subscriptions that cost less than your monthly gym membership. It's already happening, and the math is brutal. A ChatGPT Plus subscription costs $20 a month. That's $240 a year. The average middle manager in America earns $131,000 annually. Artificial intelligence now delivers management functions at 540 times less cost than a human being. Fortune 500 companies have noticed, and once a CEO sees that number, 540 times cheaper, the conversation in every boardroom in America changes permanently. You don't unsee that math. You don't go back to the old spreadsheet once you've seen what the new one looks like. And that is exactly what is happening right now, in real time. Anchors across every industry you can name. In late 2025, Amazon eliminated 14,000 corporate jobs as it flattened management layers. In an internal memo, Amazon's HR chief explained that this generation of AI is the most transformative technology we've seen since the internet, enabling the company to innovate faster with fewer people. Amazon is betting that algorithms can handle many tasks once reserved for human managers. IBM went even further. AI CEO Arvind Krishna told the Wall Street Journal that the company had replaced hundreds of HR employees with AI as part of a broader rebalancing that saw around 8,000 roles cut primarily from human resources. Block CEO Jack Dorsey announced layoffs that cut his company's headcount nearly in half, from 10,000 to fewer than 6,000. The move was directly attributed to AI. As Dorsey stated in a shareholder letter, that intelligence tools have changed what it means to build and run a company. This isn't theoretical anymore. This is the great flattening of corporate America, and middle management is ground zero. What exactly are these AI systems replacing? Everything middle managers use to own. Status reports that once required weekly meetings now generate automatically through Microsoft Viva and Workday platforms. Performance dashboards that managers spent hours compiling are created instantly by AI algorithms analyzing employee productivity, engagement levels, and work patterns. Project coordination that required constant human oversight is now handled by AI-powered workflow systems that track deadlines, allocate resources, and flag potential bottlenecks before they become problems. The technology goes deeper than simple task automation. And AI platforms like Hubstaff offer predictive insights that provide instant feedback to employees without any human manager involvement. These systems can identify when someone's productivity is declining, suggest personalized coaching interventions, and even predict which team members are at risk of burnout. They're not just replacing what managers do, they're doing it faster, more accurately, and without ever calling in sick. Consider what happened at Klarna, the $7 billion buy now and pay later startup. CEO Sebastian Siemiatkowski boasted that the company's AI chatbot is doing the equivalent work of 700 full-time customer service agents. But Klarna went further than customer service. The company paused hiring for more than a year, cut its workforce from 5,500 to 3,400, and let AI handle escalations, performance reviews, and resource allocation that middle managers traditionally managed. Siemiatkowski even declared that AI can already do all of the jobs that we as humans can do, and that they stopped hiring about a year ago. The scope of this transformation becomes clear when you look at Gartner's prediction. Through 2026, 20% of organizations will use AI to flatten their organizational structure, eliminating more than half of current middle management positions. That's not 20% of tech companies. That's 20% of all organizations across every industry. The data supports this prediction. A 2025 Korn Ferry workforce survey found that 41% of employees report their companies have already reduced managerial layers. At small businesses analysed by Gusto, there are now nearly 6 individual contributors per manager, up from just over 3 in 2019. The manager-to-employee ratio has doubled in 6 years. It's happening broadly across the economy, says Nick Tremper, a senior economist at Gusto. Middle manager is almost a cultural joke in a lot of ways. The joke isn't funny when you're the one being replaced. And the people being replaced right now are not who most people imagined when they pictured AI taking jobs. This was not supposed to be the story. The original fear was about factory workers, warehouse staff, truck drivers, the physical jobs that robots could automate, the people with degrees, the people in offices, the people who built careers around knowledge and communication and leadership. They were supposed to be safe. That's what every career advisor said. That's what the job market promised. Get a degree, get into management, build skills that require human judgment. Except human judgment, it turns out, is exactly what AI got good at fastest. And now the office workers are losing their jobs at a pace that would have seemed impossible 3 years ago. In 2025, as companies directly pointed to their use of AI in announcing 55,000 job cuts, more than 12 times the number of layoffs attributed to AI just 2 years earlier. Of those job losses, 51,000 were in tech. But the pattern is spreading rapidly across finance, healthcare, retail, and manufacturing. And 55,000 is just the number companies admitted to publicly. That figure only counts the layoffs where executives stood up in an earnings call and named AI as the reason. It does not count the quiet restructurings, the eliminated headcount that never gets backfilled, the hiring freezes dressed up as strategic pauses. The real number is almost certainly much larger and growing every quarter. UPS announced plans to cut 20,000 jobs in early 2025, one of the largest workforce reductions in its 116-year history. And CEO Carol Tomé pointed directly at new technologies, including machine learning, as enabling the cuts. Salesforce reduced its workforce by 4,000, citing the benefits and efficiencies of AI. Accenture cut roughly 11,000 roles, with CEO Julie Sweet making clear that those we cannot reskill will be exited. The most dramatic example came from Dukaan, a Bangalore-based e-commerce company. In July 2023, AI CEO Sumit Shah replaced 90% of customer support staff with an in-house chatbot, then bragged about the decision on social media. 90%. In one decision, 9 out of 10 people lost their jobs to an algorithm. But here's where the story gets complicated. A year after Klarna claimed its AI chatbot could do the work of 700 representatives, the company quietly reversed course. They're turning back to people to handle more customer service work. It's a drastic change from their AI-first stance. CEO Sebastian Siemiatkowski acknowledged that the overemphasis on cost-cutting led to a decline in service quality. Customers reported frustration with robotic responses and inadequate problem resolution. As cost unfortunately seems to have been a too predominant evaluation factor when organising this, what you end up having is lower quality. Siemiatkowski told Bloomberg, Klarna isn't alone in this reversal. According to consulting firm Gartner, and over 55% of organisations that executed AI-driven layoffs now regret it. McDonald's implemented AI-powered drive-through ordering systems in partnership with IBM, intending to streamline operations. The AI frequently made errors, misinterpreting orders and adding unintended items. Due to customer frustration, McDonald's discontinued the AI experiment at over 100 locations. This suggests a more complex reality than the simple narrative of AI replacing humans. A December 2025 Resume.org survey of 1,000 US hiring managers reveals what many suspected. AI has become corporate America's preferred excuse for workforce reductions. While companies publicly cite AI as a driver of layoffs, only 9% report the technology has actually replaced roles entirely. The data shows 17% of companies explicitly blame AI for layoffs when financial constraints are the actual driver. Another 42% admit they somewhat use this framing. Combined, nearly 6 in 10 hiring managers acknowledge using AI as convenient cover for decisions rooted in budget pressures. Oxford Economics found that AI-related job cuts accounted for just 4.5% of total US layoffs in the first 11 months of 2025. MIT's Media Lab discovered that 95% of corporate AI projects have not delivered a positive return on investment. And 42% of enterprises scrapped most AI projects last year, and 7 out of 10 generative AI deployments missed ROI targets entirely. So if AI isn't actually replacing middle managers effectively, why are companies eliminating these positions anyway? The answer reveals something darker about corporate decision-making. AI provides perfect cover for cost-cutting measures that executives wanted to implement regardless. When you can blame an algorithm for layoffs, it removes human accountability. It's not personal, it's just technological progress. And that framing matters enormously because it changes who gets to be angry and who gets to be held responsible. If 1 million people lose their jobs because a CEO made a bad strategic call, that CEO faces consequences. If those same 1 million people lose their jobs because of AI, the CEO gets to shrug and point at the future. The algorithm becomes the villain. The executive becomes a visionary who had no choice. It is one of the most convenient narratives corporate America has ever stumbled into, and they are using it aggressively. But the human cost is very real. Middle managers aren't just administrative overhead. They serve crucial functions that AI struggles to replicate. Gusta found that industries with more managers had higher worker productivity. Junior employees especially need the training and mentorship that close relationships with managers provide. There is a human side of things, as says Stella Pacini, a senior lecturer in technology and work at King's Business School. It's not sustainable to just have a boss as an algorithm. It's not going to work in the longer term. AI might suggest skill paths, but it can't motivate, inspire, or help someone navigate organizational politics. It can't read between the lines when an employee says they're fine but clearly isn't. It can't build the trust necessary for difficult conversations about performance or career development. It can't recognize when someone is going through a personal crisis that's affecting their work. Yet despite these limitations, the replacement continues. Why? Because for many executives, the appeal of AI management isn't just cost savings, it's control. AI managers don't question strategic decisions, don't push back on unrealistic timelines, and don't advocate for their team members' interests over corporate priorities. They're perfectly compliant middle managers who never challenge authority. This creates a feedback loop where companies implement AI management systems, experience short-term cost savings, but gradually lose the institutional knowledge, mentorship, and human insight that middle managers provided. By the time the negative effects become apparent, the experienced managers are gone, and rebuilding those capabilities takes years. Some companies are learning this lesson the hard way. The healthcare company that replaced a traditional 10-person software development team with 3-person units supported by AI is discovering that while the AI can handle coding tasks, it can't navigate the complex interpersonal dynamics that make teams actually function. Product owners are burning out trying to manage both strategic direction and team dynamics. Software engineers are becoming isolated, missing the collaborative problem-solving that experienced managers facilitated. The most insightful companies are finding a middle path. Instead of wholesale replacement, they're redefining what middle management means in an AI-enabled world. These managers become AI coaches, helping their teams leverage artificial intelligence tools while focusing their own energy on strategic thinking, relationship building, and complex problem solving that AI can't handle. Microsoft's latest Copilot upgrade, announced in April 2025, gave AI the ability to use any software like a human would, not just through APIs. This creates new possibilities for human-AI collaboration in management roles. The most effective approach isn't replacement, but augmentation. AI handles routine tasks, while humans focus on judgment, creativity, and emotional intelligence. According to the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025, employers expect 39% of core skills to change by 2030. Here with AI and big data topping the list of fastest growing competencies. This suggests that middle managers who adapt by developing AI literacy and focusing on uniquely human capabilities may not just survive, but thrive. Goldman Sachs estimates that faster AI adoption could drive roughly 5,000 to 10,000 net job losses per month in the most exposed industries. But net is the key word. While some positions disappear, others emerge. Now, the question is whether displaced middle managers can transition fast enough to fill new roles that require human insight augmented by AI capabilities. The companies getting this right are those that view AI as a tool for human enhancement rather than human replacement. They're using AI to eliminate administrative burden from management roles, freeing up time for coaching, strategic planning, and innovation. They're training managers to become effective AI users rather than AI victims. But time is running short for this transition. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang's plan to deploy 100 million AI assistants alongside merely 50,000 human employees represents the extreme vision of where this trend could lead. It's a future where human roles become increasingly specialized and selective. The irony is that as AI becomes more capable of handling routine management tasks, the uniquely human aspects of leadership become more valuable, not less. Empathy, creative problem solving, ethical decision making, and the ability to inspire and motivate, these capabilities are irreplaceable. But only if companies recognize their value before it's too late. And there is real reason to worry that they won't. The same financial logic that made the $20 subscription irresistible in the first place doesn't disappear just because the experiment failed once. Companies that reversed course on AI aren't abandoning the strategy, they're refining it. And Klarna rehired humans not because it gave up on AI, but because it needed humans to make the AI work better. The end goal hasn't changed. The elimination of middle management hasn't been cancelled, it's been rescheduled. Every quarter that passes brings more capable AI tools, lower costs, and more pressure on executives to justify their human payroll to shareholders. The workers who survived the first wave of cuts are now being asked to train the very AI systems that will eventually replace them, documenting their workflows, teaching the algorithms their institutional knowledge, essentially writing their own replacements. That is not a transition plan. That is a severance package with extra steps. The people most at risk are not the ones who refused to adapt. They are the ones who adapted perfectly, who became indispensable, who made themselves essential, and then watched as the company decided that essential was still too expensive compared to a monthly subscription. Think about what that means for real people. Someone spent 10 years climbing from entry level to middle management. They got the salary, took on the mortgage, had the family, built the life that their career was supposed to support. They were not reckless. They were not naive. They followed every rule the professional world gave them. And now the company that benefited from a decade of their loyalty is running the same calculation every other company is running. And the answer keeps coming out the same way. $20 a month versus $131,000 a year. The spreadsheet doesn't care about the mortgage. The algorithm doesn't know about the kids in school. The AI subscription has no idea that the person it is replacing had been promised a promotion 6 months ago. Looking ahead to 2026 and beyond, the landscape for middle management will be fundamentally different. Some organizations will successfully integrate AI as a management tool while preserving human leadership. Others will pursue pure automation and discover its limitations only after significant damage to their culture and capabilities. A few will find innovative ways to combine human insight with AI efficiency, creating new models of management that are both more effective and more humane. Here, the $20 AI subscription that's replacing $120,000 managers represents more than just cost arbitrage. It's a test of what we value in leadership and how we define human worth in the workplace. The companies that pass this test will be those that remember that management isn't just about efficiency, it's about bringing out the best in people. The choice isn't whether AI will reshape management roles. That's already happening. The choice is whether we'll use AI to create better managers or simply cheaper ones. The future of work hangs in the balance, and the decisions being made in boardrooms right now will determine whether human leadership survives the age of artificial intelligence. For the millions of middle managers reading this, the message is clear: adapt or become irrelevant. But adaptation doesn't mean surrender. It means becoming the kind of leader that no algorithm can replace, and one who combines technological fluency with irreplaceable human insight. The question is whether organizations will give you the chance to make that transformation, or whether they'll choose the $20 subscription instead. The great flattening is here. How it ends depends on choices we make today, not choices made by algorithms, not choices made by subscription pricing models or quarterly earnings targets. Choices made by people about what kind of workplaces they want to build, what kind of economy they want to live in, and whether the humans inside these organizations are worth more than the monthly cost of replacing them.